Hello there. In this video, we'll go over the key differences between edge computing and fog computing. When trying to understand the concept of edge and fog computing, try to envision the mathematical computations or think of the processing power needed to perform computations rather than what most of us think when someone says the word computing. In other words, computers and machines. In this case, it's both, but the key difference between these two concepts is where those mathematical computations are performed, or where the processing power is needed most. This is why we'll use the phrase edge is embedded, fog is further, to memorize the concept. Edge computing is where computations are done at the edge. Think of a hospital where medical devices that process large amounts of information need to do calculations at the device itself. Some examples might include an autonomous surgical robot or a 3D printer. The best example would be an autonomous self-driving car. Edge devices in the vehicle perform calculations and process information at the device or at the edge, such as sensors that control the steering wheel and the acceleration pedal. These devices need to have local processing power in order to make decisions and can't rely on servers or internet latency for their computations. In other words, they would likely fail if they had to send large amounts of data to a server in order to do any kind of processing or calculations. Fog computing is where the computations and processing is done anywhere but at the device or at the edge. The distance between devices is negligible, and they can be inches apart or yards apart, or even blocks apart. The important thing, again, is where the computations should be performed, whether at the edge device or at the fog layer. In fact, edge and fog computing often go hand in hand and are rarely thought of as mutually exclusive. In other words, you shouldn't have to pick one or the other. The simplest example would be, again, to think of a self-driving car. The sensor that controls the steering and the brakes is probably separate from the devices or the device that analyzes traffic patterns. So a fog device is employed to analyze the traffic patterns and driving conditions. The fog device itself could either be in the car and retrieving information from a cloud server, or a component within the car that retrieves information from fog devices that are placed between the vehicle and the cloud. If you expand this model to factories and oil drilling platforms, you can start to see some other uses as well. In order to understand and memorize the key difference between these two concepts, especially if you're studying for a security certification such as the CISSP, the phrase edge is embedded and fog is further can help you to memorize the concept quickly and answer any questions that come up on your exam. For more information, look at NIST Special Publication 500-325. Thanks for watching and have a great day.